What's going on, guys? Another episode of Just Hip Hop, and we back. I know he's on a little hiatus, but
it was your fault.
Nah.
It was your fault.
It's anybody's fault.
He was saying, yo, them niggas ain't gonna be mad if we miss a couple weeks, right?
Nah. We was just, you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
He's out here.
blame this nigga December. He did that shit.
Y'all missed out on Just Hip Hop, and y'all don't like that. Send all your hate.
Send all your hate
to
to
December _25.
Exactly.
On all social media.
On all social medias.
I just had to,
no vowels.
Had to do an overseas tour real quick.
Yeah,
I feel you.
Yeah. A lot of them.
Where was you at?
A lot of them.
You know what I'm saying? In the stands. I was over there in the stands. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of them. A lot of them.
No cap.
Nokia, right? What we talking about today?
So this has been a lot that happened recently. We got some R&B beef. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We got some two talented artists. One might be a little bit more popular than the other. But they beef been going on for a while over, I believe, what seems to be the ad-lib. Seems to be over ad-lib.
And this gonna be your favorite song.
This gonna be your favorite song. You don't know what he's talking about.
Singers barely use ad-libs.
That's what I'm saying.
Eric Bellinger versus Tory Lanez.
Look how many niggas be using. Ooh yeah.
Facts.
Craziest part though, they had a song together. They started off cool. They had a song together, but I don't know how many two people heard that song that they actually on together. And then I guess from there, just Eric Bellinger, I guess he felt like Tory Lanez was kind of stealing his swag, and then they kept going back and forth, until finally, I guess Tory Lanez addressed it. I think they addressed it in interviews that they did over time, but Tory Lanez finally said it on a song, and I think that's when Eric Bellinger was like, nah, enough.
Man, look, it's enough money out here for everybody.
That's what you think? Did you hear the diss song? Is this Eric's?
I ain't hear Eric's. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't want to hear it.
Nah,
I ain't lie. That shit fire.
I ain't care.
That shit fire. I don't think he wrote it, but that shit fire.
I ain't care because the reality. Nah, Eric be writing all this shit. But
I don't know. Bro. I don't know about this one, bro.
Listen. Eric write all this shit, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
That shit was fire.
The nigga Eric write all this shit. But nah, like I don't want to hear it. I don't care.
Nah, it's like fire though. I'm telling you,
listen
to it.
I mean, I only listen to it because Dave sent it to me.
Check this out.
Well, Dave,
I've been seeing that shit. I've been seeing that shit on my timeline all week. I don't care. I really didn't care to hear what's the shit? Hate to say.
No, that shit was fire.
I ain't care to hear that either. Like the little disses, the little diss he did. I didn't care. Like the reality is, there's enough money out here for everybody to make money. Tuck that shit in, bro.
We got political see today.
But what if you feel like somebody's stealing your swag? Are you gonna address it, or you just gonna just let it go?
Yeah, if niggas start, huh?
Yeah, like if somebody said, huh?
Songs,
you know, how you gonna feel?
If I'm there,
no, that's cool. Nah, because I'm gonna stop you. I'm like, bro, it's enough money out here for all of us.
If I'm there, I'm gonna check him. But
you're not gonna go back and forth.
It's obvious that he can call him on the phone.
Yeah.
If they did a song together, call him on the phone. Say, hey, bro, listen. I kind of hang my hat on what I do artistically, and also just man to man. I feel like I don't like what you're doing. That's something that I think I've popularized in my music.
Yeah,
I'd appreciate it if you stopped doing it.
You think that's really how it works?
That's how I would carry it.
That's how you'll carry it?
That's how I would carry it. I'm not making... Look, how long you know me a long time, right? You know me a long time. Niggas have said stuff about me. Other rappers from the scene. You ever heard me directly address it in a record?
Nah,
but we also know that don't nobody give a fuck.
True. But this is what I'm saying in the grand scheme of things, right? You think niggas that listen to Tory Lanez really care about what Eric Bellinger is saying about him on a song?
Nah.
I don't think most people really care about what Eric Bellinger is saying on the song.
Most people,
and it's unfortunate because he's talented.
He is talented. Most people didn't know he exists. They was like, yo, who is this? They kind of saying he like the lesser artist in the situation, like the more unpopular artist, and that he coming for the clout because he also has an album coming out.
Yeah,
and
because all throughout the diss, he kept saying that the album was coming. So it made me feel like, well, you really disrespected, or you just really trying to get this free promotion?
No, he been saying it. He been saying it for a while. That's the only reason. That's the only reason Tory addressed it.
Yeah, because he's probably had enough.
Eric been saying that. He been saying that since last year, early last year, sometime.
Yeah, but he never did a song about it.
He didn't do a song about it until Tory put it in a song.
Yeah, but he could have been dropped this song. The album coming out in a couple weeks or something like that.
Listen, that's a response to that shit, right?
I mean, I feel like but I feel like it's a mixture. He did it over the hate to say it beat, but it's like 2 weeks before your album coming.
I don't think that factors into it. I just think it was when did Tory's album drop?
March 30th?
No, nigga, that's today. What you talking about, nigga?
Not March 3rd.
He done did it again.
It's March 3rd.
Nigga talking about.
It's March 3rd.
This why he wanted Jamie to pull up so he wouldn't be the one to say
it's March 3rd. His album
oh
March 3rd.
God, March 30th.
Like word?
I told you I was on
that
tour
nigga Tory
overseas,
Lanez ahead of his time, bro.
That's a fact.
I was on tour overseas. My time zones is fucked
up. A lot of them. Listen,
you said you was on tour overseas.
Overseas. Listen, like I just think that just happened to be the frosting on top of the cake. You feel me? Like,
yeah, somebody make a song.
So you don't feel
about
like he was on some game shit?
No.
He called him a Cisco head.
R&B niggas with Cisco haircuts out here wilding and styling.
Yeah, you gotta come correct. What he should do is pull up on Tory Lanez, you know what I'm saying? And see if he got that same energy.
See if he gonna apologize.
Now,
we shooting the fade.
In the song, he did say
if he come to LA next time,
he was talking like it's on site.
If we apologize or we shooting the fade.
See if
let me see if I can find a lyric. They be working fast on Rap Genius.
See if he got that same energy like he did for Travis Scott.
I need to know who these niggas is on Rap Genius. These niggas all day they be on that shit.
Bro, they be
waiting. They be like, yo, I know something's coming out today. I can feel it in my bones.
Decoding every line with the quickness.
Hell yeah, you gonna
niggas be wrong as fuck though.
Hell yeah, bro, you gonna Rap Genius. Song came out 2 hours ago. Every word annotated. You were like, nigga, how?
Yeah.
What he actually meant was
how many times you listen to this song? They say something and then it's like 12 comments under it, and you gotta wait. You gotta wait like 2 weeks before the niggas accept that one, because that's really what he was talking about.
That's a fact.
Yeah, he said it's all bad for you. I'm sympathetic. You even stole a song you dissed me on. That shit pathetic.
That's crazy.
You don't put no fear in me, nigga. Next time you in the city, angels keep that same energy, nigga. Don't backpedal from the smoke, cause I bring it to you. I bring it. That's true shit. It's wartime. Best believe we ain't on no true shit. Before your next move, think twice, cause that bum ass album you got could be your life. That's on Christ.
Damn.
That nigga ain't doing nothing.
You think it's gonna escalate?
Cisco ain't doing
no.
It's not gonna get physical.
No.
Yeah, I mean, this Eric Ballinger we talking about. The following lines is that's on Christ. It's plenty ways it could go. I put a couple grand on your head. Had some of your old phones. Some of your old friends become new friends. For me, the goons pull up packing pieces and kill things.
He talking crazy.
I don't know what goons he know.
Nigga ain't doing none of that.
Got goons, man.
Shut up. Shut up. Goddamn orange.
Nigga said his goons gonna pull up and sing the panties all Tory Lanez.
That's a fact.
You heard Ray J?
They gonna pull up that thong.
The booty goons.
The
booty goons. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a fact. So y'all don't think that beef is gonna go anywhere?
Man, listen.
Nah.
If they shoot it,
Tory Lanez gonna keep that same energy.
If they shoot it, Tory Lanez gonna keep that energy. That's a fact. If they shoot it, he ain't apologizing.
That's what I'm saying. Tory Lanez, he got that Napoleon complex. He always got something to prove.
You gonna say everybody get out of LA right now?
That's what I'm saying. Everybody get out the city, ain't
everybody get out the city right now.
And we could just shoot the fade.
We can just shoot the fade. I ain't apologizing. We just shoot the fade.
That's crazy. Speaking of fighting and stuff like that, Fabulous. Supposedly
nigga, that wasn't a fight. That was assault.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess he got arrested for it, so I guess it's allegedly though still, right?
Yeah,
it's not confirmed.
It's alleged.
It's alleged. I hate talking about alleged things, so I'm not gonna go too far on it. All I can say is if it's true, once again, there's no place in hip hop for this shit. I mean, there's really no place in the world for domestic violence, but I ain't condoning none of that shit.
But supposedly he beat up his on and off girlfriend Emily.
I mean,
he said he's punched her 7 times in the face.
yeah, that's what I
She
heard.
had knocked her front 2 teeth off.
Yeah.
But I
Like
don't, no
they
pictures
throwing
that
numbers
surfaced,
around.
though.
They throwing around 2 teeth and 7 times. Like it sound factual. Once you start throwing numbers in there,
Once you start giving all
Once you
these
giving
specific
details?
details, they was
Yeah.
like, yo, it was guns at the house. She hit him. He came there. He was mad that she hid the guns. She had her brother and her pops over there.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga got mad and said, yo, I got 2 bullets for you niggas too. All type of crazy stuff. I was it's like, yo, this nigga FABO and this nigga on some other shit, bro.
but
This nigga gangster like he's saying a
That's
song.
a fact.
that's what I'm
Keeping it
saying. There's
gangsta.
really no place in
You
hip hop
right.
for that shit, though. I don't
You right.
condone this shit. And I mean, it's not one of those things where like he's a, like prominent artist at this point. So I can't say, oh, I'm not going to no more Fabulous shows. Or I ain't
Yeah.
listening
I
to
was
no more
about that.
I
Fabulous
ain't never went
projects.
to no
Is
Fabulous.
he about to
because-
get the Chris Brown treatment?
I mean, nah, because he not on Chris Brown level.
No.
So I mean, the album with him and Jadakiss, it already dropped.
Yeah.
I don't know the next time we get a Fabulous solo project. Like I said, we ain't people. I mean, don't get me wrong. New York niggas love Fab.
That's a fact.
So like, Fabulous about as New York as a bacon, egg, and cheese.
That's a fact.
So, I feel like niggas is still gonna fuck with him, but he's not. He's not on that. That star level.
Yeah.
That is gonna have an impact that it had on Chris Brown's career, because that's gonna follow Chris Brown for the rest of his life.
Look, I'm gonna tell you like this.
This man dropped like 80 songs on a fucking album.
And he had to, and look how many people he got to go on tour with to fill them arenas.
Like, and then the thing is I mean, now that
floor seats on them tours ain't but $200
Damn.
in the Barclays.
Damn.
now that we talking about it, it's also alleged
On the
that
floor.
Chris Brown put his hands on a girl.
Again.
It was a picture of him choking a girl that said they was like
Oh yeah,
playing.
they said they both said they
So-
was on that young boy shit. Where they was like, we just playing. Type shit.
Yeah, I mean, but there was as far as I see, there was no video to it, so I don't
Bet you
know.
can't pull me challenge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's I bet you can't choke me, Chris. I guess.
Yo,
And
this shit gotta stop.
he must have been like, you must not know who I am. But there's also rumors
Must not
that
have seen my work.
it was Freaky Friday. Apparently, it was Lil Dicky who did it. It wasn't Chris Brown.
Oh, word.
So
Word. This nigga Lil Dicky out here messing his whole reputation up, right?
so
Yo, we need y'all niggas to switch back ASAP, bro.
So, let's blame
Lil
it
Dicky out here
blame it on the white man.
Lil Dicky out here tripping.
Oh,
But no, there's really no place
I
in
should
hip
have
hop
known
for
all the times you said nigga in that song, Lil Dicky.
Yeah, I feel like he wrote that.
Huh?
I feel like he wrote that.
That's a fact, right?
I feel like he wrote that. I feel like he told Chris Brown, hey, you know what'd be cool? If I mean, I'm gonna write it, and I mean, like, it's gonna look like it's it's gonna be like me saying it, but it's really you. Yeah. But it's just say, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know how that conversation went.
I don't know how it went.
Hell. The nigga saying nigga.
Like, I just hope there was no reference for it. Like, I just hope he was like, yeah, so I'm gonna send you the reference track real quick.
That would be a plot twist.
That would be a plot twist. That's one reference track.
We do not want that.
We don't want that to come out.
We don't want that to come out.
But
Man, look, man. I'm gonna tell you a nigga. I know he wish he had a body switch right now.
Who?
This
Fab?
nigga Tyrone Hankerson.
uh
Howard nigga.
body switch. What the fuck he switching
This
body?
nigga.
That
I
nigga
don't know
racked
if I'm
up.
mad.
I don't know if
I don't know what to feel.
I don't know if
about it.
I'm
It's like,
mad
should you
or if
be
I'm
mad?
jealous
Like,
because I ain't think to do no shit
you
like
know what I'm
this.
saying? As like like college
Almost
students and
500
stuff.
racks.
That's what I'm like. As a college student, like, how would you feel? Like, are you supposed to be mad at that? Like, he really finessed the system, or
Nah, because he stole other college students' money. He stole money. This is what he was doing. So like, he was taking people was being awarded aid,
yeah,
right? And he was taking their aid
Giving it to him.
And not
applying
refunding it.
and not applying it to his tuition.
oh, this,
And then sending them letters saying that they have been rejected, or saying that the scholarship, the donor pulled out of the scholarship and hadn't sent the money.
Wow.
And then like they got emails with his name on it, where he was sending these letters out saying, "Oh, the donor decided not to donate this year."
Yeah, or we reached our budget for the financial year.
Yeah, we reached our budget for the financial year. We've given away 100% of our financial aid for the year. All type of shit.
Yo,
This nigga was buying Gucci coats.
yeah, I seen the Range
sheepskin
Rover
coats,
2018.
Range Rovers.
He was buying
different
locations.
Gucci totes. He had a media team, a blog for he was modeling. Yo, this nigga crazy.
I mean,
this nigga
but
crazy.
the model, I guess. The thing is, the model shit, I guess, got to be a cover up because it's like, no matter how much you finesse in the system, one of the hardest people to finesse is your mama, nigga.
That's a fact.
I don't know how I could explain.
Sheepskin coat to your mama.
My mama would be looking at me.
How you explain a Range Rover to your mama?
Exactly.
2018.
My mama would think I was selling drugs.
This nigga's wildin'.
He probably got her one.
He right there with like 400,000 and some change.
Yeah, 400,000.
So I mean, yeah, it was like almost 500,000.
Imagine being a student talking about something you've been rejected, bro. You know.
Did you see the video? Did you see the video where they was at the financial aid office singing "Bitch Better Have My Money"?
Oh yeah.
They packed it out, and it was all in there singing "Bitch Better Have My Money." Rihanna retweeted.
Are they getting refunded? Like those students that lost the money that got rejected?
They don't really know they investigating.
Nah, if I would. If one of them got an email, they gotta have the email, bro.
I'm transferring.
One of them students had to have an email with his name on it, like, yo, look, I've been.
Yeah.
Finesse me.
They got all that because you gotta use the internal system to send out the email.
Yeah.
But fuck that. I'm gonna transfer.
But while everything's still under investigate, like everybody not getting their money back.
I'm transferring.
Like that.
Do you think it was Dolo?
No, they fired 6 people.
Oh yeah, 6 people.
And they've been doing this since 2007. So like what happened? I'm gonna tell you what happened. Some upperclassmen was doing it. They was taking like 500 here, 1,000 here. Yeah,
where it don't really make it high.
Right, and then they passed it to some other niggas, taught them how to do it, and then they passed it to some other niggas.
It got to
this nigga, and this nigga blew that shit out the water.
This nigga made a career.
This nigga buying Range Rover. Listen, this nigga had an award. They had this is what I heard. Mm-hmm. I don't know this for a fact, but this is what I heard because the whistleblower was a page on Medium. I don't know if y'all know about Medium, but it's a blog site. Yeah. And I read Medium from time to time. But anyway, it was a blog on Medium, and basically they had this nigga's award letter, and this nigga had been awarded for 1 year at a HBCU. Now,
yeah,
this nigga had been awarded $113,000. Now listen, let me explain something to you. I went to me and B and Tail went to a Catholic school. One of the most expensive Catholic schools on this side of the nation.
Nigga on both sides of the nation.
Fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Our tuition was upwards of $45K every year. Upwards.
That shit was like 52 my freshman year.
Not tuition, but like tuition, room and board, etc.
All together.
Well, once you put all that together, that shit was over 50. That shit was like 52 freshman year.
Our estimated cost of attendance was upwards of 45 every year.
Damn.
So I think my first year was 58.
Yeah.
And my next year was 52. My last semester, if you doubled the half, it would have been 56. Damn. Right? Now I had scholarships like a mug.
Yeah.
You understand? So, I know Tail probably had them because he went to a private school and shit, He had them. So like,
yeah, we all was straight for the most part.
Yeah, we was straight, but what I'm saying to you is, if I didn't need $100K for a year, how big was his at a Catholic school? Him going to a public HBCU.
That's a fact.
In DC.
I mean, granted, it's Howard, but
man,
I can't see.
Look up estimated cost of attendance for Howard.
I can't. I really cannot.
Let's do it.
Howard ECA. Not tuition, ECA. Because that's all of it.
That's
This nigga was wildin', dog. Like,
oh yeah, you had to put estimated cost of attendance.
It's gonna be quiet for bro.
This gonna be good right here.
Yeah, he said it's gonna be good.
24.
Tuition and fees is $24K.
Damn.
Estimated total cost of attendance is what, 43K. That's for the year.
With tuition of it, that's for with room and board and other fees. I don't know how much other fees they got.
So look,
they had another $20,000 in fees.
ECA,
Okay, I see why he was doing what the fuck he was doing.
ECA for out of state probably, because that's not in state. ECA for out of state is 43K. He had an award letter for 113K.
That nigga cleared
bread
70.
left
So he just ate the other 60.
Yeah.
He just ate the other 60.
Yeah, bread left over.
He just ate the other. This nigga, yo, you got to know. You got to know this nigga lived in the best apartment complex
OD.
he could find. You got to know he was, boy, he had more than just that Rover. He probably had a camera.
Living on campus?
Oh, yeah, nigga won't live on campus. Hell
nah.
nah. Imagine, look, here's the
Which
thing.
means his tuition was even cheaper.
Here's the thing. Somebody should have blew the whistle a long time ago if they issuing refund checks for 60K.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you?
Even if they only issuing it for per semester, they mean they issuing refund checks for 30K. Think about that now.
And nobody was like, "Yo, this is a lot of money."
But no loans. So like, put it like this: you could take out a loan, and get the loan issued. But the loan be like 5,000.
That's a fact. It's never like 60, nigga. Like, what you need 60? What you need
the loan
60
be
for?
5,000. Like,
What you need 60 for? Yeah.
Yo, nobody blew the whistle on that before.
You think upper staff was in on it too? Possibly?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, of course.
I think so.
Yo, and he was like cutting them off, like, yo.
Yeah. He probably was like, I give you 10.
This nigga had a picture on, I think, Facebook, and he was like another semester down, bag secure.
Another bag secure.
That shit was secured, all right.
Crazy.
Yo, this man was wildin', yo.
This nigga's crazy.
Does this give
man.
like HBCUs like bad looks?
Nah, yeah, they gonna VU you, Howard. That's a fact.
Wait, what you mean BBU?
VU is, you don't even know what VU is, right?
Nah.
All right, so go look it up.
Oh, come on, man.
Because what I'm telling you is VUU used to be like one of the most
I think he was
popular.
thinking that this was like an acronym for like some term.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
no.
don't think acronym.
I
Oh, no, it
don't
was
think
one
he
of the
knew
most-
he meant Virginia University.
Yeah, so it was one of the most like popular universities, but you know, it just kind of lost its reputation. You know, became bad in our community, and people stopped going there. That's what's happening in Howard.
That's gonna happen to Howard.
Yeah,
because it's a lot of
Yeah.
funky
This
shit
this
going on
is
there.
this a wrap for it. I don't think look, Howard is a really prestigious school. Make no mistake about it. They have some really like generous donors. I mean, one of them is Puffy. You know, Puffy went to Howard.
I
Like,
didn't even know that.
yeah, like one of Biggie's first shows was at Howard. Yeah, so like, you know, like it's gonna be a minute. People still gonna want to go to Howard, but I don't know, man. Like, this a hit for their reputation, man, and it's hard for black schools when you look at like the Norfolk States. The Norfolk States. I don't know if y'all remember St. Paul's, but that was a black school that closed because of financial issues. Norfolk State has had some issues financially and with accreditation. Virginia State has had issues financially and with accreditation. Like, a lot of these schools have some issues on the economic and educational side. You understand what I'm saying? And the reality is it's hard to keep up the academic side once you don't have the financial backing to put you know, top-notch officials in place to instruct the students.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, when you can't pay that dope ass professor to teach whatever, psychology, finance or whatever, like, the curriculum now isn't as strong.
Yeah.
Right? And now that the curriculum isn't as strong, the ratings drop. You know what I'm saying? When the ratings drop, students say, "Oh, I don't want to go there. I want to go XYZ." Like, you be surprised. Like, you probably wouldn't. But a lot of kids, when they coming out of high school, they pay attention to them ratings. No idea. They pay attention to them numbers. I was like, yo, I wanted to go to Ivy League. Man, the first thing these Ivy League schools did was send me one of them diversity emails, you know. Like, BSU sent me like an email like, come to Harvard.
Yeah.
That turned me all the way off because I was like, yo, I don't want to go nowhere where ain't no black faces. I just don't.
I don't feel comfortable.
Yeah,
I lived in Danville my
Harvard
whole
out
life.
with the quickness.
I lived in Danville my whole life. It's mostly black. I went to a school that was 3/4, maybe 4/5 black. I ain't going to no university hanging out with no bunch of frat boy white guys.
Nah, I feel that.
So you know who they ain't paying to go here for real. You know they daddy paying to go here, or they daddy work here. They really going here for free. They gonna be here for 8 years and party, and then you know eventually
join a parents' company or some shit.
Exactly. Eventually, you know they gonna slide through them classes eventually and join their parents' company.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like they don't even have to go to college is a formality for them. And I just didn't want to do that. And so I ruled out Ivy League schools, but like St. John's, when I was looking up schools and stuff, I actually learned about St. John's from listening to J. Cole. Like I was J. Cole crazy in high school. I remember in 09, I was telling niggas, yo, J. Cole finna be that nigga. It was 09. J. Cole had one tape out. But I remember telling niggas that, and that's how I learned about St. John's. I learned about a lot of New York schools, and I was like, yo, let me look up St. John's, and I seen like how diverse the school was, and how I had all these different campuses and all these different programs, and I mean, it was so much information. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's important. You know, like you be surprised, man, when you looking for colleges, like that shit stick out. You know, I never forget they had a line in there that was like they got representation from 48 states and 120 countries. That sold me because I was looking at Ivy League schools. You know what I'm saying? Still like kind of like trying to feel my way around. It's like where I was going. I want to go to a really good school. You feel me? And like St. John's had some really good ratings. It wasn't number one, nigga, but like it was good enough.
Nah, I feel that.
You feel me? It was good enough. So like,
I was going where I can get accepted, nigga. Like, the way my grades is set up, I was going to set my black ass. Yo, I was in there like, yo, that's how it was to be.
Nah, I mean, I had a high GPA. I had options.
Nah, my shit's trash.
Yeah,
nigga. It was quiet for me, nigga.
Nah,
I could have went anywhere.
My shit was good.
They was like,
And then I had them
here,
extracurriculars. You know what I'm saying? I had like mad clubs. I had been in band forever. So
nigga,
I could have went anywhere. I was straight.
basic,
I had 90s all throughout high school except for English.
I had 1 year with 90s, nigga. The rest was garbage. I was failing, my nigga.
Nah, I
should have been a Tyrone, man. I should have been finesse.
Nah, he was in law school.
He was in law school.
Yeah.
Finesse,
That's the crazy thing. Like he
that's what
he
I
was
was
almost
known
done
for.
with law school. He was almost done.
so he almost escaped that.
Yeah.
He was ready to pass it down, but he was too high. I know all the people before him was like, "Damn, bro, he probably gonna rat niggas out."
He might be his own lawyer in court.
That shit crazy. Oh
Yeah,
I mean, but then again, the fucking money he got, he can pay for any lawyer he want.
I'm just making sure. I'm making sure
my
your
shit
money
on. My
comes.
shit on. We good. We good. We good. We good. We good.
I'm just making sure, man. The people need to hear you.
Nah, they gonna hear me.
But what's next? We got the king and queen in New York.
We're
Left.
gonna start with the queen. Start with the queen first in New York.
Ladies first.
If you don't know, you now gonna know. Cardi B, the queen of New York.
Is having a prince.
Supposedly, yeah, she's pregnant, which is like I guess everybody's gonna go crazy. They said it's confirmed, but then I'm seeing stuff where it's like it's not really confirmed, but people saying it's confirmed, and I'm like, I don't know.
They doing the same thing with SZA right now, though.
They saying she pregnant too?
What?
Yeah.
By who?
That's what I'm saying.
They said by all they said was by popular LA rapper. I think that's what it said on Media Takeout.
E40.
Yo,
I don't
media
know.
take. I don't be
Nipsey
listening.
ain't nothing like them other rap niggas. So
cornball.
Yeah, the Cardi B's pregnant. What do y'all think about that?
Man, listen, bro.
If she is,
that's
does it slow her down? Like, is her buzz gonna die out now? Cause she got a child coming.
I mean, to be honest, I really like.
Okay, she
After-
Beyonce this shit and just just fuck it, whatever.
Listen, this is the perfect room. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something. I don't know how much of any of this is real anymore.
That's a fact.
Because Cardi came in the game lying. Now I know what y'all saying. I know niggas is saying Cardi B one of the realest. Listen, what we know Cardi B from first. I ain't talking about
Stripping.
I ain't talking about lust.
I'm
I'm talking about where do we know her from first in the mainstream?
Love and Hip Hop.
Okay, and Love and Hip Hop. What was her storyline? Y'all remember?
I wasn't watching.
She was DJ Self's girlfriend.
Oh.
Her and DJ Self was never together.
Whoa. Snooze.
Never. Like, you go. It's an interview with them together. You can watch the interview.
Damn.
They not like nothing.
Yeah.
That was to get her in the door. Like she was Dream Doll before Dream Doll. I don't know. Not Dream Doll. Is that Dream Doll? That's Talk to Me Nice?
Yeah, I think that's Dream Doll.
So she was Dream Doll before Dream Doll.
Yeah, that's Dream Doll.
Like Dream Doll, that ain't nothing but what Self is doing with Dream Doll ain't nothing but what he did with Cardi.
Just to help him get in.
Yeah. And like, so she came in lying for lying to get publicity. And I'm not talking about her persona. Her persona is all true.
Yeah.
And so everything she's doing on Instagram and everything she's doing with the fans and everything she's saying on records, that's her, right? But publicity wise, she came in the game lying, right? She came in the game on the headlines. So I don't know. I still don't know if she's actually with Offset.
That's a fact.
I still don't know if they're actually engaged.
That's a fact.
Part of me just believes that this is a way to build up publicity for the both of them.
And her album coming out.
I mean, she been living off of it. So, she been living off of it.
Oh, what you think that album selling?
But he's coming right and drop it.
It's next week.
I mean, it depends on it depends on the singles that's on there. So
I heard the new single. It was cool.
The new one, the Be Careful.
Yeah, it was cool.
Oh yeah, man. Some Buddha got a theory about that one.
There's no theory about it. So I don't remember the guy's name, but I saw it on Twitter. Someone tagged him in it. He's a rapper, and she knows him. Somebody pulled up an old Instagram post of her from like 2014, and she like tagged the guy. She was like, "Yeah, if you don't know, this been like my long-term friend, blah blah blah, this and that." He's a rapper. He was rapping the same words to that song a year ago on the same beat on Instagram, on his Instagram. He was rapping it like it was his song. Like you could hear the song playing and it's him.
Yeah, and his lyrics.
You see him rapping along with it. The lyrics are exactly the same in the snippet.
The beat too.
Yeah.
So what's your theory?
And it's not a theory because
thinking he just took the song.
Then someone pulled up.
She just took the song from him.
Yeah, but the thing is, he don't have no writing credits on it. They pulled up all the people that got writing credits on it. It's a bunch of people, and apparently he ain't one of them.
So what you think? That's her man for real, and he
like
giving a song.
He's Safari.
That,
I mean, without the relationship, I guess. But
it was just unreleased, and she.
Or
just
maybe
took
he
it.
got the relationship, and the Offset is like I'm saying, it's a front.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe he,
that
maybe
would be
he
wicked.
I don't think she stole it, but
he gave it to her.
She got a ghostwriter. I mean, and Azalea
Oh,
Banks.
he
we
a
knew
ghostwriter?
that. We knew
Yeah.
that. We knew
So
knew
is
she
he
had
the
a ghostwriter.
ghostwriter then?
He's probably the ghostwriter. He probably who fucking her for real that night too. I'm just keeping it 100.
He's a baby father.
I'm just keeping it 100. I don't think listen. I think that her and Offset might be like together, but I don't.
When the cameras is on, I guess.
Yeah, when the cameras is on and like, she a stripper, man. Like, she can play. She can play. She can act. You know what I'm saying?
And he been doing what the fuck he want. And when he does what he want and get caught, I mean, it's been publicity for both of them.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm just like,
I ain't have nobody saying, "Oh, Offset a cheater." I'm not listening to him no more. I'm not listening to Migos. It's just kept their name circulating, and it was right around the time where
Culture was about to drop.
Culture 2 dropped, and the Metro Boomin and 21 shit.
Yeah, without warning, yeah.
And then she dropped Bartier Cardi, which had 21 Savage and Offset on there. in which she used Offset flow, just in a way she used Kodak's flow, just like this whoever that guy's song is. It's like she needs all these people and all these things around her to be relevant. Which is the complete opposite, I guess, of the King of New York, quote unquote.
But once again, it's also the complete opposite in a lot of ways of what her persona has come to represent, which is being real.
Yeah, her persona is that she's so real, and that she worked so hard to get where she worked to get from where she was at to where she is now, and it's a lot of stuff that's being left out or I guess overlooked.
Yeah, it's a lot of fake stuff going on.
I mean, me personally,
it's a lot of lying.
Me personally, it's like I wish her all the success.
Me too.
But like, I mean, other than on Bodak Yellow, like normally any song I hear, like I don't know, her delivery just sounds off to me. Like, and I know it's like because she got a weird voice, and
it ain't her record.
That ain't really it.
That ain't her. It ain't. She didn't write it, and that's the thing. Like I've been saying. I don't think she wrote Bodak Yellow either.
Yeah, but that's why she sounds the most comfortable.
I just think that like I'm not saying she don't have no input on these records. That's not what I'm saying.
Nope. Not at all.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I'm saying she works very, very hard. But we gotta be real. A lot of stuff I think it's fake. I just do like, and it's more than fake tits, fake ass, fake teeth. It's more than that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of fake stuff going on. I don't know what to believe anymore when it comes to who Cardi B is. I believe the Bronx. I believe the Bronx shit and the stripper. We know that because she been on them. She was on them stages. She was a stripper. That's the truth. But like, and I do think she has one of the more genuine personalities in our culture. But as far as what's propelling who she is as an artist, I don't think that stuff is helping to sustain it. But what's propelling her is all of the negative press, all of the just all of the gimmicks, really. Like, that's really what's propelling her.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And, like, what happens when people aren't receptive to her rapping like somebody else on the record? Then what? Yeah, what's her style?
Get old after a while.
Yeah, so then what's her style? Like, what happens when people aren't receptive to whoever she's in a relationship with? Then what's her style? Then what's her thing?
Yeah.
What's appealing?
Drops with her name and it's like, okay, she in the news again.
What happens when and it's about to happen? What happens when women don't want to have fake ass and fake tits no more? They want to go back. They want to be 90s looking females now. What happens? Because it's happening.
Yeah, because
slowly but surely it's happening.
And all it's gonna take is because as we've
look at
seen.
SZA.
Yeah, I mean. And when you look at it, all it takes is for another SZA. All it takes is for someone who gets inspired by SZA, to help change the landscape of things. When you look at it for female artists, things are really finicky. Which is why, I mean, when you look and see how long it took for a female at that, to break Aretha's record, like, why do you think it took so long? Because we've had a bunch of talented female artists.
That's a fact.
Come through, but when you look at Lauryn Hill, probably one of the most talented. She, there was really no longevity to it.
No, I don't think
Nicki's had some longevity, but you look, Trina came and went. Foxy Brown came and went. Eve came and went.
Hell,
it's like
Tink was hot for one summer.
Yeah, like people had their times, and it's like, it's so quick to move on, and it's like
I ain't heard the Tinashe song. I don't know how long.
Yeah, and it's like and after the whole Party Next Door Kyrie shit, I don't know what's going on with Kalani. When you look at it, like all it takes is for SZA to come through and change the game, like, and that's normally the way it goes, like. In the 90s, like in the in the 80s, 90s, everybody, wanted to be Jordan. You see people like Kobe pattern their game after Jordan. Then now you see people pattern their game after Steph. You got the Trae Youngs and people coming through. You see all the little high school kids throwing up 33s a game and stuff like that. All it takes is somebody to, see the scissor wave going, see the natural wave, and she getting love. She really getting love for being natural hair, loving her imperfections. She got the freckles and, her body, look good. And it's, it's not crazy. She ain't got super big titties, super big ass, but, she look good. They probably, because she do so much choreography and stuff. I know she probably be in the gym, making sure her body not looking wild. But, all it takes is for girls to see that and say, hey,
I want to be that.
That's a fact.
Because girls are some of the trendiest people ever. Girls see shit and they like, oh, that's the wave?
Oh, we doing that.
We doing that.
That's a fact.
So
what we got? What else we got? Tekashi.
King in New York.
The
King in New York. Gary Owens.
Gary Owens. Yeah, that was brilliant. That Gary Owens shit was brilliant, man.
Gary Owens.
And look, it's only 3 funny white boys.
Who that?
3 funny white comedians. Only 3.
Who them?
Gary Owens.
Jerry
Seinfeld.
Neil Brennan. That's it. That's the only 3 funny white boys. We got any more?
I fuck with Bill Murray.
Did you say George? Did you say George Carl?
I thought he was a coach.
He said George Carlin.
Oh, I thought he said George Carl. I'm looking. That's a basketball coach, and that nigga trash.
Huh?
I mean, are we considering Jim Carrey a comedian
and shit?
Yeah, he a comedian.
He do stand up.
I'm sure he did stand up at some point. He did a lot of sketch though.
Yeah,
he did a lot of sketching. He did a lot of movies.
But yeah.
I mean, ain't nobody funnier than Jerry Seinfeld, but Gary Owens.
He was funny.
Gary Owens, remember now? He used to.
Gary Owens been putting in work.
He used to host Comic View on BET.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
He the Eminem of.
He accepted at the
He the Eminem of comedy. That's a fact.
Out.
But look, man, Tekashi, bro. Once again,
that's sort of interview though, right?
I'm praying for.
Oh my God,
I'm praying for you, Tekashi.
He was like he went against a shutdown Charlemagne and stuff.
I mean, what you think?
I thought that Charlemagne was just trying to give him advice, just honest, like just genuine. I was like,
that's what I thought too.
Yeah, I think
like advice that he needed to hear.
People just don't like Charlemagne.
Yeah, people don't like Charlemagne, and then a lot of people don't like because
Charlemagne.
They feel
we love you. Sponsor this podcast.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But
I had to get that in there real quick.
People think because they see certain interviews like his interview with Lil Mama, or they see an interview with Brandy or what's that girl name, Amara La Negra or whatever, and people tend to think that he attack women and then don't have the same energy like when it comes to guys. I mean, when you look at it, Tekashi is young, ignorant, and someone that Charlemagne doesn't have a problem with. But it's like if you know what type of energy he bringing, you can hear Charlemagne say it throughout it. He just like, yeah, I'm too old for this. Mm-hmm. Like he's not about to get into it with him when you're trying to get a guy advice. And people had this thing where they think Charlemagne like just hates on the younger generation, and that's not the case. No. He understands that the music is not for him, and he wishes the best for him. And he just tries
outside the music,
outside the music, it's like
you got to move different.
Yeah, you got to move a lot different because it's rappers out there who feel the way Tekashi handles things, but they don't carry it like that. Like Nipsey Hussle ain't out here on a wild shit like that, no. But if shit gotta get real, shit gonna get real. It's okay. I was about to say it's the same way with the game, but to a degree, it's really not. I mean, at some point he do, like he want for promotion, but it's niggas out there where it's like, when it's time to ride, it's time to ride. But I'm not inviting that energy.
Yeah,
like Gucci ain't doing that shit. Jeezy wasn't doing it. T.I. wasn't doing it. Meek ain't doing it. Like. So it's like he really, asking for somebody to test his gangster, and like somebody gonna do it. Somebody gonna do it, and that's what Charlemagne was trying to tell him. But he hard headed. I personally think New York niggas have this thing about them. where they just like naturally cocky, and I feel like people like clout in New York. I feel like it takes them farther than what they think.
It's currency.
Yeah, like that shit is currency. So I mean, but that's just the way New York niggas is raised. There's nothing wrong with it.
That's how attention. It's not just New York niggas. I'm gonna tell you like this. These niggas that's born in 90, 96, 97.
These niggas is different.
99, 2000.
A whole new species.
These niggas different. These niggas different. These niggas is different.
Said I let my nuts hang.
These niggas born 96 and up, bro. Wow, boys. I can't do nothing with these niggas, man. These niggas a whole different.
If you was a toddler when Cash Money was taking over for the 99 and 2000, you wild.
And these niggas don't listen to nothing. They do what they want. These niggas is different.
Nah, that's a fact.
All of them, and to be completely honest, it's just like these Instagram women, these Instagram models. Attention is currency. To these niggas, clout is currency.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
And it ain't just them, man. It's the social media era, because these niggas our age that use clout as currency.
Yeah, it's doing the same.
I ain't gonna blame it on these niggas being young, because we young, but they young. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna blame it on that. That's unfair. But it's just social media era age, man. Like, it's like whatever for the click, whatever for the double tap, whatever for the like,
retweet,
whatever for the retweet. And it's just like, bro, is the retweet worth your life?
That's a fact. It's really worth your life.
Is the repost, is the double tap, is Shade Room posting it worth your life?
That's a fact.
And then it's like, you understand, like, the same way it'll work in your favor, it will work against you.
We got the fucking title. It's Shade Room reposting it worth your life. God damn, we got it.
But yeah, I mean, like, you look at certain people, it's like that shit will work against you. Like, you look at Bow Wow, it ain't nothing he could do. I swear, an article come out tomorrow, and but like Bow Wow feeds the whole fucking world, and niggas gonna be like, "Fuck out of here, Shad."
I'm like, which world?
With what money?
Which world?
Bow Wow challenge. Bow Wow challenge.
Now you already knew.
That's a fact. Yeah.
Which world? He doing a Bow Wow challenge. Which world? It's Pluto. Bow Wow challenge.
So it's like you don't want to be on that side. So all it takes is for him to say, touch my gangster, and then that nigga get on cam and get knocked the fuck out or some shit like that. I don't know. I'm hoping it doesn't happen.
And it's all downhill.
Yeah,
niggas gonna switch. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas gonna switch. Because the thing is, he gonna get knocked out.
Yeah,
he gonna get fucked
be saying the nigga get knocked out and getting dropped on the regular, and he's gonna have all these jokes.
They gonna say, I guess he didn't have the sticky, huh?
Yeah,
guess he ain't had a blicky.
So.
You just know it's coming. Like, you know it's coming.
You're gonna get into some type of altercation.
You know it's coming.
Everybody that's after him.
You know it's coming. Like, bruh. Well, he just got to stay in New York. Because the reality is he had 10 shows. He lied. Yeah. The reality is he had 10 shows get canceled.
Damn. That's wild, Brad.
Yeah, and eventually these shows not gonna get canceled. They're just not gonna get booked.
And that's not counting all of the altercations and stuff that happened at the shows that didn't get canceled.
Yeah.
He had 10 shows get canceled. He had a show in Minnesota that I know of where niggas start throwing shit, niggas start shooting.
Yeah. There's video.
That's not, bro, I'm gonna tell you like this. If you wanna know how quick your money will slow up when people think that their venue is in danger, ask Troy Ave.
Facts.
This nigga on camera with the gun in his hand.
Powder.
He on camera and he was defending himself. He on camera with the gun in his hand though. So if you want to know how quick that money is slow up.
So he's fucking his own money up, Tekashi.
Oh yeah, man.
And he don't even know it.
He messing his money up, and I'm praying for bruh.
That's a fact. I think we all are.
I'm praying for bruh. I'm praying for you. You gotta stop that shit, bro. I know you probably ain't listening to this, but if you happen to if somebody that rock with you happen to hear it, bro, chill out.
Yeah, before they start canceling all the rest of your shows.
Did you
and fuck your money? Y'all sponsor this podcast.
That too. But the reality is, once he start getting less money, he gonna start doing more for clout.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He gonna start going above and beyond for clout, and that's not good.
He's
man.
just on an endless roller coaster where he just gotta go. Like
this bunk gang shit.
Can't get off this ride, bro.
You can't get off this ride.
He just gotta go with it now.
Can't get off this ride.
He said it, especially after the interview too. He even talked more shit, so it's like now
you can't get off this ride, bro. You can't get off this ride, and
that's his gangster. He's dragging his nuts everywhere he go. He said, "Go
hey,
wild,
nigga. I let my nuts hang. Look, bro. I'm telling you, man.
And the niggas around him ain't.
Because they gonna make this money.
Like the Treyway nigga.
They gonna make this money, and then the next nigga gonna come along and they gonna pimp his ass too. Straight like that. They gonna make this money.
It's a sad story. It ain't worth it, my niggas. All y'all young niggas out there that wanna.
It ain't worth it,
get
bro.
The clout.
It ain't worth it because you gonna have all that attention. Then you gonna end up broke. Then you gonna have all the attention because they gonna say, "Damn, nigga, what happened?"
You was making it for the wrong reason.
That Roscoe Dash treatment.
You
driving Lyft.
You was making $40K a show. Now you driving Lyft. What happened?
Making $40K a year.
You think he making $40K a year
on the regular?
Think he making $40K a year?
Yeah.
Nah,
I think so. He probably yeah. You know, he probably getting about a cool 30 from Lyft, and then
all the way
miscellaneously, you know, he getting the other 10 from saying RSEOE.
He getting the rest of the money from all the way turned up and no hands.
I be going ham. Y'all be going baloney.
I be going ham, nigga. Upgrade from baloney.
Oh my god, bro! He get the rest of his money from no hands all the way turned up. He had another song.
He downgraded back to.
He got another song.
Nah,
it wasn't one more. I saw it was one more. I forgot. It was one more.
I was about to say Ain't I, but that was Young LA.
Yeah, he getting less residuals than this nigga. I don't know two of Young LA songs.
I only know the Ain't I.
I ain't getting all residuals.
You don't know Ain't I?
Not say I only know the Ain't I.
Oh,
song.
I was about to say you don't know
Young
Ain't
LA.
I, nigga. Ain't I?
Them residuals belong to T.I., nigga.
Ain't I? You know he got his ass beat. Like right after he was starting to fall off, like right after the song was falling off, it was a video.
Bro, that nigga got a
beat.
duck tattooed on his face or some shit like that.
Bro, that nigga, he is a duck.
No.
We know he won't be sponsoring this podcast.
What? Yeah, nothing to offer. What do you
we got a better. That's what I'm saying. We got a better chance of sponsoring.
You gonna offer his presence? You don't want that.
Ain't nobody this long. Ain't nobody long.
Ain't I broke his shit.
Ain't I?
Ain't I? That's it?
Yeah.
Damn, that was quick.
Was it?
I don't know.
That's the camera, man.
That was 2 hours? One more time, shut up.
Talk your shit, Tell.
Don't.
Hey, get Tell a microphone. Talk your shit, Tell.
Get the mic. You don't want to hop on the mic? Man, you scary.
You say behind the scenes.
You a scary nigga, man. Scary, man.
He said test his gangster.
That's what I'm saying. Test his gangster.
Get on the mic, yo. Get on the mic, man.
Telling you dragging your
Come
nuts.
on, man. Let your nuts hang. Let your nuts hang, blood. Let your nuts hang. Look, man, as always, you like what you heard, follow us, subscribe at 4 Just Hip Hop.
Scratch that at 4 Buddha.
At 4 Just Hip Hop. Follow us on all platforms and subscribe on follow us on SoundCloud, subscribe on iTunes, subscribe on YouTube.
All that. I'll be back on tour soon overseas.
I don't know
look out for that.
Send all your hate mail to December 425.
What this nigga talking about?
Bookings coming soon, man. Hitting up the stands again.
If y'all got
serious inquiries only.
If y'all got any suggestions, anything that y'all want us to talk about, hit us up at 4 Just Hip Hop at 4justhip-hop@gmail.com. I'm C.
Buddha.
I'm December. If you want me to come to a city near you, just let me know. I'll be there ASAP.
Brooklyn. April 27th.
Oh yeah, he is gonna be in Brooklyn. April 27th. I mean, I'll be there too, but you know.
And anywhere else,
Yeah,
I'll pay for my flying fees and all that. But, yeah.
Hey, it's been another episode of Just Hip Hop. We out.